Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Marissa. I am an aspiring author who is currently writing her debut novel with the hopes of publishing in early 2026, not 2025, because we are in 2025. So right now, I am in the revision stages of my draft. I am on draft 3 and I am currently on deadline. I have 23 days left to write draft 3, which means I have until July 28th, and it is currently July 26th. Nope, it's July 6th, not 26th. I'm sorry, I don't know, my brain has been elsewhere. With that being said, I don't have much time to kind of crack down and get serious. I have so much to do, so much to write, and it's really scaring me right now. So far right now in my draft, I have 11,078 words written out of, we're gonna say like the goal 120, but that's not the goal. We don't have an actual goal. We just have I don't know. Like, we just have that's just the set, okay? Out of 128,000 words. That means I have to write 4,736 words daily in order for me to hit my goal. But that's not necessarily true, because that's 120,000 words is not my set goal. My set goal is just to finish the book and be able to send it to my editor, and we can move on to the next draft. But that's just there to kind of keep me grounded and keep me on a path. Now, I'm only on chapter 3, and this is embarrassing because I have so many chapters I have left to write, and I'm only on chapter 3. And I have a lot I have to go through, I have a lot I have to edit, I have a lot I have to kind of sift through and take out, take in, to add, to update, all of these different things. So it's kind of terrifying me right now. So what I'm doing now, am I gonna stick to this every single day? I don't think so, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a very inconsistent human being. I've been trying to teach myself discipline, has not been working, and sometimes I'm forgetful, because let's be real, I work a 9 to 5. I also volunteer at my church every Thursday, and I have women's group every Tuesday, and I can't always remember, and I am trying to incorporate this as if this is a job for me, because I really love writing, and I do want one day for me to be able to make this as a career for myself. And I cannot do that if I do not, have that discipline. So I think what I'm gonna do for the next 23 days is I'm gonna really lock in, and I'm going to hustle. And I'm gonna hustle. And let me tell you, I can hustle. I've done it at work. I've been behind on goals before, and I've worked really hard, worked with the right people. I've learned my products. I've done everything I could to ensure I hit my goal, and I've done it right, and I did it the right way, and I succeeded, and I got 200%. So I am going to hustle, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you guys that I think we're gonna share for the next 23 days, me sharing with you guys what it looks like for me to hustle. It may get messy. It will get messy, because let's face it, sometimes I thrive in mess. I know it sounds crazy, but if you guys could see my desk right now, I have it's neat compared to what I normally have it. Sometimes I have papers and note cards and everything all over the place, so it might get messy. I work every single day, Monday through Friday. I'm usually off Saturdays. Sundays I have church. Tuesdays and Thursdays right after work I go to church. So it's not gonna always be easy for me to kind of prevail, but I'm gonna try to let you guys in a little bit on my day-to-day chaos and let you guys know what it's like for me to try to hustle and close this gap, because I have quote-unquote 108,922 words left. I have 23 days left to write, and I have like 40 something chapters. So I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of distractions, and it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it, because if I ever want to work with a publisher, I know I'm gonna have to work with deadlines. And even so, I should learn how to work on a deadline, because I've been working on this book for 5 years. Okay, I am this close. Like, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I am this close to finishing it. I do not want that light at the end of the tunnel to turn into more darkness. Okay, I want it to be bright at the end of the tunnel. I want to be able to see the picture at the end of the tunnel. And so yes, so I have to learn how to work on a deadline, and it's not easy, and I have to, you know, beat some procrastination. I have to literally beat discipline into me. I might have to start waking up a little bit earlier, go to bed earlier, find ways to write a little bit while I'm at work. I do write on my lunch break if I can. If I remember to charge my laptop and bring my laptop, I do write on my lunch break. So this might be a long video, because I am going to be recording for 23 days, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of record myself differently, and I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do it. But I think I'm going to record myself just kind of starting my writing day, and then my end of my writing day. So we'll figure it out, but I just kind of want to let you guys in on my chaos and how I'm going to hustle and close this gap and finish writing my book in 23 days. I'm going to cry if I can't do it, and if I have to ask for an extension, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So and someone's calling me right now, so let me get to it, and I will see you guys in a bit. Day 2 of my 23-day of hustling. I am 433 words, and I did write a little bit while I was on lunch today, and when I got home I did not write right away because I ate dinner, and I got a little sidetracked, because sometimes karaoke by yourself is fun, and I recommend doing that because it's fun. It's fun. So today I am on chapter 4 still, but I think like with the pace that I'm moving, and I'm kind of not cutting things out, but I'm like compacting some things, it's making it a little bit easier for the chapter to move along. I am adding a little bit more dialogue into it, because I felt like that was something that I was missing, was just the lack of conversation between my characters. It was a lot of just everyone watching. So I'm adding a little bit more dialogue, so that's kind of what's slowing me down a little bit, because this is a chapter where they're gonna have to talk a little bit, but it's helping me a little bit. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just trying to figure that out. So yes, I am 433 words in. Like I said, I'm not sure if I should be basing my my goal off of word count, because my word count is subject to change. Like, I have the word count goal to be 120,000 words, but my book is 126,000 words, give or take a few, for like chapter titles and all that stuff. So I am trying to not so much focus on word count, though that is kind of like a good guide to help me understand, like, okay, this chapter is already this many words long. It's already a long chapter, so it's helping me a little bit. But I'm mainly set it so I know how many days I have left and how much further I have to do. Right now in total I've written 12,738 words. I know that's a lot, but I'm a wordy person in my chapter, so yeah. So I'm gonna get back to word writing. I'm listening to one of my playlists that I've had for writing, and I'm gonna go back to listening to that, and I'm gonna write a little bit. My desk is a little bit messy, so I might straighten it just a bit, but I don't know. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi guys. Okay, so it is day 3 of hustling to get draft 2 done with the revisions and all that stuff. Little update, I just kind of wanted to do a check-in because I feel like I should do a check-in at this point. Yes, it's only been 3 days. I think since then I finished 1 chapter, 2 chapters, I think. I don't know, maybe 1 chapter. I'm almost done with the chapter that I'm on. Today is I'm off today, so I've been like, and it just got really dark. I've been working really hard. I'm at 1,798. I've kind of condensed a lot in this chapter because I'm at the point where I'm like, wow, there's a lot happening and I'm still not even done with this chapter. And you know what, I realized when I was doing my read through, my first few chapters of my book were actually really long because I'm kind of setting up the world, like what's going on. And I was a little discouraged because I'm like, I know not everyone likes long chapters. Like, I'm okay with it if, like, as long as, like, you know, if it's long and it's useful kind of long, like if it's long and it's serving a point or like a purpose. But so I was kind of like, when I was doing it, so there is some things in this chapter that I'm like, yeah, I don't need this, like this is unnecessary. And I'm looking through her notes and I'm like, okay, so it is making it a little bit longer because I'm like, I'm adding a little bit more detail and a little bit more description, or you know, I'm describing something a little bit better. But I'm moving along. Right now I'm at 1,798 words out of 5,224 word gap. Yesterday I didn't write much. I started writing, yesterday was Tuesday, we had women's group, and I came home and I started writing and I fell asleep in the middle of me writing. Like, I was so tired and I didn't realize how tired I was until I fell asleep and I woke up at like 11 and I had like everything was all over the place. So today, yeah, I mean, I got distracted a little bit, but I've been working really hard and I've been hustling. So yeah, So I just wanted to kind of give a brief check-in and just letting you guys know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And I think what's helping me right now is I'm not basing it off of word count. I'm basing it off like, okay, this is my chapter, this is what I have to do, and this is how much I have to do. And it's been helping me of not focusing on the word count, because the word count is very intimidating, and then it's not a solid, it's not an actual like goal, because my goal is just to revise it and finish it. So who knows, I might be cutting out thousands of words, but I might also be adding thousands of words onto it. So I'm not basing it, it's just the way that the app is set up that I'm using. You have to set up your goal based off of word count. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basing it off of word count. But it's letting me know how many days I have left, and it's letting me know how much further I have to go. But again, today it's been pretty productive. Like, I've gotten a lot done in this chapter, and I am hoping it's 3:16. I'm hoping I can finish it today and start chapter 6, because again, these first few chapters, I feel like a lot of it is just kind of setting up the world and getting you guys to know the world. Because when I was reading through, I'm like, wow, these are long. But then like the further into the story that I was getting, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. Like, they're not that bad, they're not that long. It's just the first 3. I know chapter 1 and 2 was really long, and this chapter that I'm on right now, because of what's happening in this chapter, it is long. So I'm gonna get back. I'm probably gonna make me some lunch and some more lemon water because I'm thirsty. Actually, I might have to take my little brother to work, so I'm gonna see about that. And if not, I'm gonna get back to work. But I wanted to give you guys a little check-in, letting you guys know how I'm doing and where I'm at right now, and how's everything going. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm moving along. So day 3 of hustling to finishing this draft, and I think I could do it. I can do it. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Guys, it is July 11th. I have 18 days left to finish this draft. I have a lot. I have to catch up a lot. Yesterday I did not write at all. I had a really bad day yesterday. And I don't know, I couldn't do it. Like, yesterday was really horrible, and and it left me feeling very like vulnerable and very insecure and self-conscious and stuff like that. So I didn't really get the chance to write. I went out and, I ended up having to leave work early. I went to go visit my mom at her job, and then by the time I came back, it was like almost time for our youth group. And then after our youth group, I had Bible study by myself because I really needed it. So I didn't really get the chance to write. So I am behind. So right now, I am still working on chapter 6. I know, guys. I know. I have 18 days, and I went through and I counted, and I have 41 chapters. Well, I think so. 41 chapters. Let me see if I can figure that out. I think so, yeah. Okay, never mind. It's not working. It's fine. It's fine. It's not working. But, yeah, I have a lot to do. And I'm so behind. And I really, like, I want to be able to finish this by that date because I don't want to inconvenience my editor. I do not want to have, I mean, I know she said I could request if I needed to have, like, you know, and if I do, I really want to kind of push it back for, like, not like a whole bunch, but like a couple of days. But then I know how I am. I will procrastinate a little bit, and yeah. So I'm trying my hardest to kind of finish and get everything together by then. So I have a lot I have to do. I kind of like calculated it, but this was everything based off of, what day was it? Wednesday's date. I need a 1.8 chapters completed. So that means every day I will have to write an entire chapter and then start and like get like a quarter of the way through, basically, or halfway. I'm gonna say halfway through. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. And with the weekend coming up, I feel like I could probably do it within the weekend and get myself caught up. I think as I was going through, I think after I get done with the next chapter, I think I'm gonna slide into more of like the not necessarily shorter chapters, but there's not as much of a build up of world building. Like, you're still getting world building throughout the story, but you're not getting as much as we're setting up in these first few chapters, because these first few chapters are very important to the story, because we're learning about kind of like the dynamic and the setup of everything and how the kingdoms and everything is, like, you know, we're just learning everything and we're learning the characters and stuff like that. So I think like once we get past chapter 7, I think it's gonna be a little bit easier for me. And again, I'm cutting some stuff out that I already knew. Like, I repeat myself a lot, and that's what makes some of my chapters long, because then it'll be like he walked down the street, and then it'll be another sentence and it'll be like, oh yeah, he walked down the street, and it would just repeat itself. And I do that already, and I don't realize that I do that, and I get told I repeat myself a lot when I talk. So I noticed that I was doing that in my writing, where I would just repeat the same thing, and I'm a little bit more conscious of that because I know that's something I have to work on. That's something that she listed in the edits, and that's just something I already know is me, because like I repeat myself when I talk, and not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's just my brain is moving 10 million miles a minute. So if I don't realize that I'm saying it to you already, I'm gonna say it again. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back to it. So far I have 213 words written today. I did write a little bit on lunch, but I kind of still had a iffy day. And yeah, it's been a lot going on, so I'm trying my hardest to kind of like keep the momentum and just keep positive and just keep going, because it's been a lot, and it's been dragging me down, and I'm trying not to let it drag me down, because a lot of it is not so I'm just gonna go ahead and get back to writing, and hopefully fingers crossed, I can finish this chapter today. So yeah, I'm gonna get back, and I will get back to you guys later. Bye. days since I've last recorded, and you know, my whole purpose of this was to try to like show you guys like me trying to write within my days. And I don't even remember where I left off. I didn't even like watch any of the previous videos, but I think like last time I left off I was like on chapter 5 maybe. Okay, so I'm on chapter 10 now, and I have been writing like a madman trying to catch up. I have 9 days, and I'm behind so much, and I'm trying so hard, but it's been so much happening in my life that's like been like every day it's been kind of like a fight to just kind of keep myself motivated, and it's been, you know, it's been hard. So I am, you know, like if I'm basing this off of this, I have 79,133 words remaining, give or take a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand, and then I have written 40,867, so not bad, but it's also not great, you know, and especially since I have so much I have to do, and then I know I have some stuff that I have to cut out, and then I feel like I have to replace all that stuff, or I don't, you know, really don't know what to do. But I kind of figured out like a way to kind of help myself through it, which is basically I am copying my paragraphs and I'm pasting it into the new draft, but then like I'm going through and I'm adding detail and I'm adding a little bit extra, so it's helping me because I don't have to worry about like rewriting everything, but I am focusing on like making sure it's in the past tense, not the present. Also, you know, adding a little bit more substance to the story, so that it's just not me saying something and just leaving it at that. Like I feel like I've kind of, you know, done a little bit better with kind of, you know, digging into like my character's past and all this stuff, and so that's kind of what I've been doing, which has been helping me out and like so much, because without the copy and paste I would be so behind. I would still probably be on chapter like 7 or something. So now I'm on chapter 10, which is making everything a lot better with me just copying, and I'm only doing like, I'll copy like a few paragraphs, paste it on there, and then I'll read through and update and add and take out whatever I need to take out. It's been very effective for me, because without that, again, I would be so behind. I've been like looking at, you know, the editorial letter, so I know what I have to do. You know, like especially with like my like world building and everything, like adding more detail about the magic system, my character development, just kind of like how the dynamic of my kingdoms, like, you know, there's seven kingdoms, but 3 of them are ruled by 1. So there's, I don't really know how to explain it, like, so there's 7 countries but 4 kingdoms, and 3 of the countries are kind of ruled by like 3 are ruled by I don't know, like by 1 kingdom. I don't know, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to explain that, but I think it's gotten better. Yeah, like I've been following her notes, so I think I've added a little bit more detail and everything to it. It's just been kind of rough for me recently, but like I really don't want to delay the editor anymore. I don't want to be I don't want to mess up her schedule. Like I want to be able to I don't want to be insensitive and mess up her schedule, because I need time, and I know that she said I can have extra time, but right now I have 9 days away, and I feel like that would be very inconsiderate of me to now just be like, hey, I need to get extra, when I could have let her know, like, you know, at the beginning and all this stuff. So today my focus is on because I have 41 chapters, and I was trying to like calculate every day how many chapters I was gonna need. So I have, no, 42. So I'll need to be writing 3.5 chapters every day in order for me to catch up, because I have 32 chapters left to write. And so I don't know, this is getting a little difficult because I'm getting down to the last few days. I have 9 days left. I have to turn this in on the 28th, I believe, or the 29th. Yeah, it's the 28th or the 29th. I can't remember. I think it's the 28th, but then that makes it a lot worse because if, oh crap, I think it is the 28th. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I have to really focus, and I really have to kind of like, so I'm gonna try to put my phone away because my phone has been a very big distraction for me, and even though like it's not like I'm constantly getting notifications and stuff like that, I rarely ever post on Instagram. It's just that all it takes is for somebody or something for me to get notified, and I'm distracted and I can't get back, and I'm on Instagram for an hour or two and I'm just scrolling. So I'm going to ignore that. So I'm gonna put my phone kind of somewhere else that's not close to me but close enough, because my little brother is going out and he's gonna have to keep me notified because he's gonna be gone for most of the day. So yeah, so I have to keep it close enough so that I can be notified by him, but also that I'm not gonna be distracted. And I think today I'm also gonna watch some AuthorTube channel videos, because sometimes that motivates me and it just gives me a nice little push to keep going and and work a little bit harder so I can finish everything. So that's kind of like my goal today. I'm on chapter 10, hoping I can get to chapter 12 today at least, and and I'm not distracted because I do need to write 3.5 chapters, and yeah, this is hard. So I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do this. So yeah, guys, wish me luck, because this is gonna be rough, and I don't want to lose motivation, because this is my baby, and this is what I want to one day. I want to publish this, and I can't get discouraged because I've had a hard couple of weeks, and and my self-esteem has been very low, and my confidence has been very low. So my drive and my motivation has been basically out the window. So this is kind of like my motivation right now. So we're gonna see. So pray for me, and I pray that this is gonna go great, because this has been a very difficult journey for me, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get to writing, and I'm gonna find me some videos to watch so that I can not be distracted. So I will see you guys in a bit with an update. It's 12:20. I think I'm gonna come back at 3:30 with an update to let you guys know where I'm at, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. last recorded anything. Right now it is 11:40. Friday, July 25th. I've been working all day on the draft and everything, so I'm on chapter, I don't know what chapter I'm on actually. I'm on chapter 20. I'm happy. I am cracking down. I feel like I might have to pull an all-nighter because, oh my god, my thing is gonna die. I'm gonna try to hurry up speed, but I might have to pull an all-nighter because I turned my edits in Monday and I'm only on chapter 20, but I have 22 chapters to go. I think I could do it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hustle. It's Friday, so I have until Monday, so I'm hoping I can cut down a lot of time where only Monday I only have like 2 chapters left to finish, and so I'm gonna get to work, and yeah, and I might check back in when I am done, and I decide to go to sleep. So yes, I just wanted to update because it's been a while since I've recorded anything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I have 1 day left to finish this draft. Can I do it? I'm gonna have to. I have no other choice but to do it. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chapters left to go. I'm hoping like if I can finish it, well, not finish it, but I'm hoping I can get as close to where tomorrow I can work on it and then I can send it to her. Like, I only have like a couple chapters left, but I am moving forward. I just finished a chapter. I think yesterday I ended up working on 5 chapters yesterday, and then right now I'm on chapter 26. I think I said I deleted a chapter yesterday, which when I read through, like, I kind of agree with her notes. It didn't really give anything to the story. Yes, it was brought up previously, but it's not like it was like a big part of the story. Like, it did not have to be an entire chapter. I think I had put it in there just because I just wanted something there, so I did delete that. That did save me some effort. I was gonna try to like replace it with something, but then I was like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't have time for that, because I also didn't think I had anything that I could put there as a replacement. So right now I am working on chapter 26, which I was reading a little bit and I was just like, you know, sometimes I amaze myself, because I go through these moments of where I feel like my writing is not the best, and I feel like no one would ever read this stuff. But sometimes when I read some of my writing, I do get shocked, and it's like, did someone else write that? Like, it wasn't me who wrote that. Like, somebody had to come into my house, open up my laptop, open up Dabble, and write that for me. And especially when it comes to my characters, because I grew up writing on like Wattpad and all that stuff, and I mean, no shade to Wattpad because I love Wattpad stories and I will still sometimes go back to reading it. Sometimes our characters aren't as developed as actual like books, so when I wrote on there, my characters were so like basic. So, you know, I'm like adding things in here for some of my characters that I was just kind of like, wow, like, yes, this is how I wanted you to be perceived, but I feel like I'm doing a really good job at adding those details in, and I'm kind of like just a little like happy with myself. So I'm hoping, yes, like, it is 3:20 right now. Like I said, I just finished chapter 25 and I'm on chapter 26. It's not a long chapter. I'm looking at it. It has 2,309 words in there, so I'm gonna edit, and if I have to take anything out, I will take something out. It's not a long chapter. It's a pretty quick one, and then I move on to one more chapter left of part 2, and then I have part 3, which would be 14 chapters in part 3. So and I don't know, I'm like hoping I'm hoping I can get, if I could get to chapter 37, and I know that's like a lot of hopes and dreams, that way like tomorrow I wouldn't have that many chapters to work on, and I could still turn it in within the deadline, you know. And I hate that this was such a delay, because I got like the beginning of the month and all the stuff that, you know, when she gave me my edits, I was like sick and I had a lot going on, and my focus was not on my writing, because I just was literally I was sick. I was having a lot of spiritual warfare going on in my life, a lot of like, you know, stuff happening at work, and it really like, you know, weighed heavy on me. So I like did not have the motivation to write. I did not have the motivation to really do anything, because it was just so much going on. So I really kind of dropped the ball, because I was lacking. So now I had to like these last 2 weeks kind of really hustle, and like I stayed up until like 1 o'clock the other day, and I don't stay up late, but I ended up falling asleep like while I was in the middle of writing a chapter, because I was so tired. But I had ended up writing like 4 chapters that day. Well, edited, not writing, because I'm not rewriting anything. I'm just adding stuff in, and I'm taking some stuff out. I'm like defleshing it, I guess. I don't know. I'm Frankensteining it right now. I don't know. So yes, I kind of like rambled on a little bit, and it's been 5 minutes. It's raining right now, and it sounds like so yeah, so I'm gonna go back to writing. I actually like listening to the rain when I write. It kind of soothes me a little bit. I'm watching some AuthorTube, which really helps me get inspired, and it gives me like a lot of motivation and drive to write. So I'm gonna go back to writing that, and I will give you guys an update as soon as possible. And I always say that, and I never end up giving an update the same day, but I will try to give you guys an update as soon as possible. So I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'm gonna get back to writing chapter 26, and yeah, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. This was by far one of my favorite chapters to write out of the entire series. Book. And you know, this was actually the first chapter that I ever wrote for this story. Yes, it changed a lot, but I'm so excited, because this plays a key part in the next book and at the things to come in the future. So I'm like so excited, and I cannot wait for you guys to see. Like this is one of my favorite chapters, and oh, I love it so much. But okay, let me get back to writing. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It's 2:11 in the morning and I finished draft 3 and I seriously do not know what to say. I have to be at work in like 5 hours. Well, not in 5 hours. I actually have to be at work at 9, so I can sleep a little in, but not too much. But I can't believe I finished. Wow. And then, like, you know, even though I did a read through, I forgot what I wrote. And it's decent, it's not bad, and I just was like over here kicking my feet and I'm like, I can't believe I wrote that. Like oh my god. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. Like, I mean, I'm gonna have to go to sleep, but like, I am literally like, this is me flabbergasted right now. I just can't believe that my draft 3 is done and I'm gonna be sending my edits back to her. Like, I'm in complete and utter disbelief right now. Like, this does not feel real. I feel like I'm gonna go and lay down in my bed and then I'm gonna wake up and none of it is real. Like, all of it is just a dream, and I'm gonna go back and I'm not even on it. Like, this does not feel real. I am so happy and I'm so sad because I don't even know. Like, I'm like so happy, but like I'm so sad because like I'm almost done with completing this story, like completely, like with edits and all that stuff, and then I would be moving on to the next thing with the next book. But I don't know, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and kind of give like a last minute final update and like just letting everyone know how I feel, because right now I'm really tired and I did all the edits and I hustled. Like, I had 15 chapters to go and I finished 15 chapters. There was a couple chapters that I really did not have to do much editing on. I just had to fix the sentence and add a little bit of detail, so that really did help a lot, because I feel like, you know, like chapter 30, I feel like that one was already so well, like, just like wrote out, because that was the first chapter I've ever written. So like, I feel like I didn't have to do so much with that chapter. So like, there was a couple of them that I was kind of like, oh well, there's not much I have to add here. I'm just gonna add a little detail, or I'm gonna take this part out, or I'm gonna fix this sentence or something. So it did make it a little bit easier, but I am done. 42 chapters done. I don't even know what to do or say. I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and like, yeah, I don't really know how to, I don't know what to do with myself right now. Like, good morning. I'm in here because last night I was gonna film a reflection video, just about how everything went with my writing and like trying to complete it in enough time to send it to the editor. But I fell asleep and I had a really good sleep. I was really tired and I didn't realize I was that tired until I fell asleep. So I'm gonna make this quick because I do have to get ready to go to work. But I don't know, like it's still a lot for me to process. Just the fact that, given all that kind of happened when I first got my edits back and everything, like, you know, I got sick, I had an allergic reaction. I just was like, it just seemed like things were piling up, you know, against me. So like, I really ended up having to like fight
the last like 2.5 weeks to get my edits done. And I tried to be as thorough as possible, but also as moving as quickly as possible because it's just so much I had to do. So I am like tired, and it's just a lot that I had to work on. Because it's just, this is all new for me, and no matter how I put my camera, it's just gonna be like go in and out. But this is all new for me. This is a new experience, so and I wanted so badly to get it within the deadline, because I'm like, if I don't get it in the deadline, if I ever wanted to work with a publisher, I know that they do things by deadline. So that's what I'm like, I have to learn how to, even not like, I still wanted to work everything within my time frame for my, like, when I did my yearly goals, like I'm still within my timeline. Like I'm still projected to publish when I want to publish. So I am just like really excited because like I feel like this draft was so much better. Like I took her notes and I like ran with it, and like a lot of things that I already had thought out for my characters, like I really really worked hard to put that in the story, like adding some things, and like I didn't want like too much to be revealed in this because I wanted some stuff to show up in book 2, which I'm really excited about, because that's a whole nother thing. But I've already started replotting book 2, because with the way that book 1 ended, even though it ended pretty much the same and there wasn't much that I had to do, but I lost my train of thought. I really focused on oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say. But right now I'm replotting book 2, and I'm like hoping to get that started around like mid-August, just because I have some stuff going on. But I'm really excited for this because I don't know, like, or I'm probably not gonna mid-August, probably gonna like next 2 weeks. I'm like, since I now have time, I'm no longer writing this book until the end of August, so I'm probably gonna like focus like the next 2 weeks to plotting this book. But I'm excited. This has been a very like challenging season for me. So I'm like really happy that I'm nearly done with this book. Like I have copy edits next. After that, I actually don't know where to move forward. I don't know if I'm supposed to do another round of edits. After that, obviously I'm supposed to like take her copy edits and work that, but I don't know after that, do I move on to proofreading or what do I get? So I have to research that. But right now I am really happy that I'm like moving forward. Like I am that much closer to my goal, which is to publish in February of 2026. So like I'm really excited. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on posting on Instagram to try to build up some buzz, get the reader count. I'm not that great with Instagram. I'm not that great with social media. Like I'm good at scrolling and liking and commenting, but I'm not good at posting. And I know that's like, if I want to get me a decent reader base, I would have to continue to post. So I'm gonna find a way to make some very interesting and intriguing posts that I can, and I'm gonna start posting. It may not be every day, but I am gonna try my hardest to start posting a little bit more, because I do not want to not be able to build a not a fan base, but like a decent reader base. So that's what I'm gonna do while I'm on my break. I'm gonna start recording because I have another project. I mentioned it before in another video, which is Project Curse. I have not really worked on that much, but I'm gonna start working on it because now I have a break. I don't know what else to do, and so I'm gonna focus on that project because I'm now learning what a backlist is, and I should probably start working on that. So I have that project, and then I have another one, but I don't know if that other one is really gonna, like, I think that one's gonna be more for fun, because it's inspired by, like, Gotham City, because I love comic books, I love superheroes and all that stuff, so that one's kind of inspired by Gotham City, but it's also inspired by, I don't know if you guys know, in Birds of Prey, you know how they have, like, the lounge and all that stuff, and, what's her name? The girl, she sings and all that stuff, like, like, I have, like, some ideas for this story, and I'm excited, and that one's called Project Bruges, so I'm excited to start working on that one, but I think that one's gonna be more for, like, fun for me, because I don't really know how it's gonna play out, but I think that was gonna be pretty fun for me. And then, yes, and then the other one is Project Curse that I'm gonna work on, and then I'm gonna work on book 2 of the series. So that's what I'm gonna be working on for the next, I don't know, month or so. So I'm gonna try to start back recording, and I'm gonna try to upload on Sundays. And yeah, so that's what I wanted. Oh, I have to get ready to go. But I wanted to do a brief update and, like, a reflection on how I feel. I'm really happy with myself, with how everything turned out. I think this draft is a lot better. I was really, like, excited writing this and, like, reading through some of my stuff, and I was just like, I just absolutely love it. So yeah, so I'm excited to move forward and see what I have to do next. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go because I have to go to work. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's probably gonna be a little bit longer, but I really appreciate you guys watching it. I'll see you guys soon, and I will let you guys know how everything is going.